Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Double dog. That's the way. Set.
On second down, Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And the Raider first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
93.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 62 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check 24. Check 24.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Check 52. He's checking.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Get ready. Get ready. Zero. Check.
They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run here on third and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Down. 180. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 618.
Throwing his car on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Eckler. call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're going to just roam and hit.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Blue draw Porter. Here we go. 93. 93. Hey, Alpha.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
380. 44.
You must be dreaming. Alert 3.
Now Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
180. 190.
Second turn defense. Second turn defense. Slam.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
Hey, we're good.
Running is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over, and he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 1. Rivers going to try and sneak it. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Phillip Rivers keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his back.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. It's caught by Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw again on second down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Chargers' 36-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Here is Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Watch the twist. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey, ready.
From the 44, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think you made the old coach proud with that completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Step 180. Step 180. Left, left, left. Back. Load it. Load it. Behind. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. 30. The 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Charger drive about to get going.
12.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Rush in.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta! Hey, dude!
Going on the ground with Eckler. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
Load it. Load it. He don't want it.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the shit. Check 9.
Check 31.
They run with Pumphrey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
41 to Mike. 41.
12.
Hey, wahoo!
On third down, Rivers. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, check 25 now.
On second and 7, Carr. This will be caught by Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
What now? 40? Hey, check.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Silver.
It's Eckler again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have the first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Rivers on the money, complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Rivers now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. On the give, this is Eckler, about 3 yards there to the 27. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Open man, here's Foster. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw on third down, Rivers. eluding the pressure right. He may try. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
White 90, 180.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot. Watch the screen. Load it. Load it. Watch the screen. Hey, ready.
Once more, here's Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A give, Eckler running to the right. And some space here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 28 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Carr to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Carlson on for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Chargers 32, Raiders 27.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And they will take a knee here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And Charles on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to